Today is Good Friday. I remember as a child asking my dad why it was called that. Why would we call this day, the day when we remember Jesus' death, good? It made no sense to me. Surely this was the worst day in all of history. In many ways, I think I was right. The torture and murder of Jesus was abhorrent, it was unjust, it was cruel, and it was awful. People with bad intentions, bad motivations, and bad hearts made a very, very bad thing happen. It should shock us. It should cause us grief. Jesus, the Son of God, the perfect, wonderful, innocent man, wrongly convicted and executed to please the masses. It is very, very bad. We should allow ourselves to feel that. On Sunday, we can cry a shout of victory as we remember the day life burst forth from the grave. But today, it isn't wrong to shed a tear, to allow the horror of the cross to touch our hearts. But as we do, we also remember why it's good. Because it is, and it is for one reason: what it achieved for us and for the world. In John's Gospel, the moments Jesus died are described like this. He said, "It is finished." Then he bowed his head and gave up his spirit. Jesus' last words were a declaration that it is finished, and his spirit wasn't taken from him. He gave it up. Even at his death, it is Jesus who is active, working, and in control. He is working to achieve everything he came to this earth to achieve. It is finished. Since sin entered the world, since we became estranged from God, since the world became broken, corrupted, distorted, nothing has been how it should be. At the cross, the full weight of that brokenness and sin was placed on Jesus' shoulders, and he paid the price. There is no more debt to be paid. It is finished. The whole system of temple and sacrifice, a sign of the people being reconciled to God, no longer necessary because the true sacrifice is being made. It is finished. Sin is dealt with, yours, mine. The sin of the whole world, gone, dealt with, paid for. The barrier, the thing which broke our relationship with God, destroyed. Nothing more is needed. It is finished. Jesus' work is done, complete, finished. I don't need to add to it. You don't need to add to it. Jesus has done what we could not, so that we need not. It is finished. Today, may you allow the sadness of this day to touch your heart as you remember the magnitude of Jesus' sacrifice. May you rest sure in the promise it is finished, and may you hold on to the good, even in the midst of the bad.